This is a look at the video from the Denver Post from Lyons yesterday. You can see all the water damage there. The houses submerged, cars submerged. Right now, because of the floodwaters and road damage, there's really no safe access in or out of Lyons at this point. Colorado National Guard assisting with the rescuing efforts there. They're bringing people who are stranded or in need to Lifebridge Church in North Longmont right now from this area because of the major flood concerns.
And that is where our own Theresa Marchetta joins us on the phone. She's been there all morning talking to some of those evacuees brought out by the National Guard. Theresa, what is taking place there?
It's just really some incredibly harrowing stories that we're hearing. And so that you all understand, I know you're used to seeing us on live satellite, but we've been moving around all over. We've gotten as close to Lyons as you can safely and legally get today at the checkpoint that is much further in. And literally truckloads of evacuees are still coming out with the National Guard, being taken by bus to Lifebridge Church. We have just spoken with several folks who are just 30 minutes out of being away from their evacuated areas. And the stories that we're hearing, particularly near the Apple Valley Road area of Lyons, are terrifying, frankly. We're hearing of homes that are dangling off of cliffs where people are still trapped and firefighters are still bringing people out and rescuing people from their homes. We're hearing stories about homes literally obliterated. No evidence that the home was ever there, being completely washed away. Residents telling us that appliances are floating in the water, that what was a trickling stream is now a raging river. Folks just getting off with backpacks and their pets in hand off these National Guard trucks, looking exhausted but relieved. Many folks telling us that they had a town meeting and that many people are deciding to stay behind, but there are literally people who cannot leave, even if they wanted to at this moment, because they are in need of rescue. Those rescues, we're being told, are ongoing this morning. So we're hearing some very frightening stories from residents just being brought out, others telling us that most people are safe. Some are choosing to stay behind. So this is a continuing story here this morning that is evolving in Lyons. One of the young ladies we spoke with, literally she and her boyfriend escaped their home on an ATV on US 36. This is a well-traveled area between Lyons and Estes that many Coloradoans and many travelers have seen many times. She's telling us that there are chunks of the highway literally gone, that there are embankments literally collapsing as they were trying to get out. So once again, we are going to continue to bring you these stories. We'll have more of these interviews throughout the day for you from Lifebridge Church. But for now, guys, as you can imagine, our thoughts and prayers for these folks in Lyons and the safe efforts to get them out this morning.
And Theresa, some of the video that we are looking at here from the Denver Post and the photographs that were taken are just absolutely unbelievable in the Lyons area. There's rushing water just tearing apart homes. And it's very difficult to hear the news that you're hearing, that some of these residents trapped on their roofs.
Just literally, we're hearing that homes are just partially without their foundations. I mean, so this is I think at points we've hoped that the worst was over, and yet the story continues to evolve. The worst isn't over for many people who, again, are still being rescued. We're being told by the various authorities, both state, local, and federal, on hand here today, that things are going smoothly and efficiently. They are being able to get in and out, but there are still people in need of rescue and in need of help. And that's why, it's so critical that the rest of us in Colorado support this effort by just keeping the roadways clear and letting these folks do their jobs safely. Especially in the Boulder area, where we continue to hear authorities being distracted by people who want to go out on these roadways that are impassable just to take a look. So once again, let's think about these people and keep these people as our priority. And we'll continue to bring you these success stories, fortunately, of people getting out of there throughout the day today.
You mentioned, Theresa, that there are some people who are choosing to stay behind. What are the authorities and the National Guard saying about that?
Well, at this point, I think they're trying to take anyone who wants to go, and as long as they get all those folks out first, my guess is that if there are people who are in danger after that point, that they probably won't have a choice. But from what I understand from one of the residents I spoke with, they did have a town meeting. So there was a community gathering where people were able to discuss what their options were. And And so I think that there is an awareness of who's staying and who's going. From what I'm told, they said, look, we're a tight community, we're a strong community, and everyone's kind of accounting for each other. So I think this is a situation that is this way now. It's hard to say as the day goes on how many folks will still stay behind, but it sounds to me like everyone is accounted for at this point. So at least that's what we're being told by the residents who have chosen to evacuate.
All right, Theresa Marchetta, we appreciate it. We, of course, will continue to follow up with you throughout the afternoon and the evening, as unfortunately we are anticipating more rain showers to come on through, Christine, which means that this location, such as Lyons, will be dealing with even more flooding later on.
Absolutely.